Thank you all for very, very nice presentations and for keeping time. Perfect time we have today. So we have this more time for this session. And Andreas is the first with the event. Anyone run with
versus the annual meeting, where it shows the effects. The plot effect. I mean, one of the things we always tell our people when we put them on support calorie diet is that they lose hunger up. There are very nice papers about the reduction of appetite by GLP-1 agonists. And did you use any measure of to kind of see whether that is true? Because in the legal weight loss statement, there is the statement that hunger increases when going to a low calorie diet, but actually we say it's the opposite, where it's just a psychological effect that we're planning to eat any.
Yeah, we didn't quantitatively assess hunger. What we got from the qualitative is kind of normal. So that's beyond that. That's also thinking of the changes in routine and also the changes in social environment, such as eating with or not eating. And that was particularly relevant for another chat. But no, we didn't have that hunger by itself. It was more when did it normalize for people, and it typically was day 5 and day 6. That unusual quote was from day 3. But I don't think people stuck with it if they still struggled after a week. That was beyond hunger.
Amazing presentation. I enjoyed it very much. Just for the last presentation, I noticed for the lipid markers, you had ApoB as an abbreviation. Did you measure ApoB in that study? And or the results might show?
Yeah, we did. We saw a decrease for both independent groups, but there was no like specific difference between groups, which might be explained by the power issues or something like that. But it was we thought like number one, we thought a different which is very different.
No further questions.
Yeah, I'm very pleased to have heard all this analysis, but it really is what the point at the beginning is that people really haven't read the paper and they make major decisions, I mean, at a national level based on not reading the paper properly. And even when, when we know the paper quite well, it's still possible to misinterpret some aspects of a study of this kind. And just as an example, well, for one example, Andrew presented the weight loss at 3 months or 4 months at 12 kilograms. No, that was a 12-month result. It was 14 kilograms at 2 months. That doesn't matter, Andrew. I'm criticizing you, but it's really difficult to keep in your head all the data in these big papers. And just as another example, a meeting was it last week or the week before, Roy Taylor presented a slide from Direct, which was completely wrong. Because he had taken the data from all participants combined and looked at their sustained weight loss rather than those in the intervention group. And this is because we were requested to do this and present those data by the author. We did present the other way also. So getting the exact right information and then projecting that into the future from the trial, interpreting research is something we don't teach very well. And I think we do it ourselves very well. The example you gave there about assuming that this is wrong in this 5 years is very, very widespread. And you met it, I've met it in innumerable occasions. And some of things rubbish because there's no significant difference between those originally in the intervention group and those originally in the group. Most you find that letter that we sent, we did send you that letter. I've done enough talking. But that element here where we purposely asked our control group to go away and do what they could and we actually offered the same. And so it was absolutely not a control group. That's important. Listen from Ecuador. That was a really brave study. I mean, you're treading dangerous ground. Just wondered, how did you do your analysis, and what was your expected effect size here to be able to do 3 interventions? Tell how you did the power analysis then.
Yeah, so for the power analysis was basically based on 3 studies from our group, looking we expect a 2% difference with the standard deviation of 3 in groups, so it's around 36 individuals in each group that we expected, but we also expected a 4% drop-out rate, which is like the fundamentally low, so we expected 20% drop-out rate. We only did 5. So that was quite unique. So we did quite more to suspect these differences. So yeah.
Like, I also wanted to ask you about like the comparison between the 2 diet intervention groups. So what do you think about like the response heterogeneity within the groups? Do you plan to also look whether you could, well, perhaps predict for which type of people one diet is better versus the other, or do you expect that there is a combination of effects if you combine the fat quality features with the whole grain? Or, yeah, what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point. So what we're doing is doing a like single stratified subgroup analysis, and we have installed so far, and we've been selecting from the 5 years this like group. But that only captures just a single fragment. So I think we could, in the future, it's not time to do so in this particular problem. I think in the future we can use more like perhaps model methods to more fine factors of individuals to see how they respond to the treatment, which I think is an interesting point of view. But so far, only single stratified analysis. I think it's an important question.
Oh, yeah. Laura? That?
Thanks, great movie. It's very cool to see how the field is moving really trying to with pretty cool to help support that broad implementation. Based on what you understand on where there's some support in health services to be operating that, is there any things like how much servers they have data being stored is expensive. So it's just that there's a question about how sustainable creating an app is. I think it's going to be something that can be supported. And that was one of the patients that helping them for them to invest in a healthcare system.
Yeah, but for it to be success, you also have to show evidence. So it has to be already paid and it's always up and it's done. Transfer system for money and that happens. I think they didn't sell it, they just pay that amount of money, like one patient. Yeah. This is the event.
So, is my name. I represent Peter Farmer, legislator in the bottom right. So, I'm running a company. It's not in Fridén with developing type 2, or maybe even having some body related. And I'm not familiar with this nutrition space so much, but what I've read is that if you want to regulate body weight, you always have to think about both the appetite and, of course, the components that you have in your diet, but also energy expenditure. So you make a comment maybe on how you look on the exercise advice is the very nice studies that in the big studies, very big studies we heard about, but also how we can track that between state of physics. So both the two components, and real size and the energy expenditure.
And we also are up, we need to see the activity. They were wearables that fitness starters that they need also, and they also have personal recommendations that the app even like this one. So we were able to do that at 1 hour. So it was the hour thing before our experience. We need to do it, and also the calories of the patient. They could also say, like, for example, to like use what exercise of this, so the calories are also with that calculated, so that they can estimate how much a patient needs of calories per day. So in our case, we included, and there's also other apps just look at sports. So the more that you do, actually, you have health things inside of your app, inside of the gauge also the right. What about
How do we track exercise with the wearables?
So, first of all, if we told the person to keep or the budget and funds, if it will like the course. And in the beginning, probably we also told them to use like these pagers of contracts basically. However, these numbers were the third year also they broke during the bigger composite. We don't have a data that we will ask if they end physical activity or stop in physical activity to basically. So and it was we did that. So we can put a 8% of the area.
Hopefully you're not listening. Off to be in the direct study. This has been done in different populations. The interactions have been done in different populations, and I wonder whether you could comment about the urine and
between the different interventions. No, I mean, cost is fundamental. One of the research I want to know is who paid for this. I think Mike said 2 days ago that was it Asia is a huge concern of can we do these with meal replacements or can we actually do them with local foods? Which is a really important question. There's benefits with the meal replacement and that they're portion controlled and you don't have to think, but they cost. And who's going to pay for that? It shouldn't be the individual because then it increases in equity between who's getting this service. So it has to be other people, it has to be governments and such like that. So cost-effective analysis as part of the ongoing direct type approach in trials is really useful. I've been doing that sort of stuff or trying to get the funding to do that for longer term studies and also incorporating, well, who can deliver these? The dietitian costs a lot more than a health coach. So what is the structure of people that deliver it that is cheap, but provide the right level of support? And then how do we fund those meal replacements? So that's the cost effectiveness. And the other part of your question was compliance, adherence. Yeah, I mean, what we're now seeing from the implementation studies is that people need to go and attend their session, but we offer the session remotely to aid compliance. They need the ongoing support of the professional, and the more that they do that, the better the results are. So it's really accountability. And it's really having a team in place that asks them, that check in and see what they're doing and how they're going with their weight loss. Okay. I can tell you more later.
Maybe the interpretation of the future and yeah, hopefully can be useful here. And then maybe might start with the. Thank you very much.